guys, this is your girl Zanovia, and again, welcome to my channel. As you can see today, I am sitting in my bedroom and I am excited about the 4th of July weekend. Yes, I am. Okay guys, so we have two things that's going on. We're going to show you two of our signature drinks. One is non-alcohol, the other one is alcohol, and that is going to be for your guests for the 4th of July. And then next we're going to put together a charcuterie board, and I know it's 1,000 people out there that have done this over and over again, but I'm going to show you my way of putting together a charcuterie board. Okay, so let's stay tuned to Zanovia of Decor, and also my husband will be joining us in the kitchen today again. All right guys, so with further ado, let's do this. Okay guys, so let's get started on our Bicentennial drinks. So I have this one skewer, and I am taking a measurement inside the glass and on top of the glass to make sure that my garnish fits on the glass or wherever I decide I'm going to use my garnish. Okay, so in order for me to cut them, because you can see they are too long, so I already pointed where I need to cut them at. Now these are my pruners, and I use these when I'm doing projects as well, and you know, it has been cleaned, so these are not ones that I actually use outside. I actually use these for different projects. Okay, so after I cut them, the sticks, now I'm going to continue to cut up my pineapples so that it'll fit onto the sticks here. Okay, I'm only going to use 2 today. So I have my white grapes here, and I also have red grapes and the pineapples. So the intention here is to thread the grapes, the pineapples onto the stick, or you can say skewers. And you could be creative. Now I'm just using pineapples and grapes only because these are what I'm going to be using for my charcuterie board, and so I just kind of like borrow some from there so I can make these garnishes for my drinks. Okay, so you just continue this design or any type of design that you may have. Maybe you want cherries instead of grapes. You know, whatever you like. So the whole purpose of this is that I'm going to actually freeze these garnishes so that they're nice and cold when I put them on our signature Bicentennial drinks. Okay guys, so now we're over here by my little bar. I don't have much of a bar because my husband does not drink at all, but I drink a little bit. But so this is going to be our signature Bicentennial drinks. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the non-alcohol drink, and this is for your guests for 4th of July. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I have my Ninja here. We're going to work with my Ninja today. And we're going to have, as you saw earlier, we did pretty much the garnish for the drink. Okay, so you already saw that. where I actually cut up some pineapples and I took some grapes, white grapes and red grapes, and I actually froze them. I put them in my freezer so they can get nice and cold and frozen. Really, that's what I want. I want them to be frozen. Okay, so first thing first, we're going to do the, like I said, the non-alcohol drink. And so I have my, you know what it is, it's a blender. It's the top of the blender. So we have some, I have some frozen strawberries. Get this in a small bag at your grocery store, and I think it's around maybe like $1.50, maybe $1.99, which save you a lot of time to actually take fresh strawberries and freeze them. They already come frozen. So these are frozen, and we're going to put them in the blender. So I'm not going to use a lot because this is going to be one drink for one person, and that is my husband, who does not drink alcohol. Now, I don't put a lot of strawberries in here because his drink is going to have a straw, and we don't want the strawberries to get stuck in the straw. So chop up really fine. You want to put some type of liquid with it. So I have this lemonade, original lemonade, and I have to show you this. I really have to show you this, guys, because you can get this from Sam's, and it is lemonade, and the lemonade is sugar-free and caffeine-free. Okay, so this is really great for your guests. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of this lemonade in here. So my husband's going to have like a red drink. Okay, and so then I have some cocktail mixer. It's just, it gives it color and flavor. So we're going to actually use a little bit of that. It's called Master of Mixes. Okay, and again, it does not have any alcohol. And you know, some people use measuring cups, but I'm not going to do that because we're just doing this just for color. So I'm just going to just do enough for him. Okay, so we already have the lemonade. We have the strawberry mixer. Okay, we have that. And we're going to also have some cranberry. I have some cranberry juice, and I'm going to put a little bit of cranberry juice in there just to give it a little flavor. I'd say about, if you have like a shot glass. Okay, so if you have a shot glass, you can use a shot glass to measure your liquid if you want to. Okay. All right, guys, so we're going to put, now I think that's it. That's it. And we're going to put it on my Ninja. Okay, let's sit down here. You know, Ninjas don't start. And what is missing, guys? You tell me what's missing. Okay, we have to get some shaved ice. I'll be right back. Crushed ice or shaved ice, which one, it doesn't really matter, just as long as it's not the cubes. Okay, so I have here at least 2 cups. Okay, so I'm going to only put 1. This is half of this because we don't want it to be watered down. Okay, so let's mix it up. Get this top down here on here. Get the lid down. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so I have this turned this way for a reason, because what I want you to see is that I'm going to use the chop, because we need to chop up the strawberries first, and then we need to also make sure that that ice is really blended in really good. Okay, I forgot, this is a Ninja. If you don't have everything in place, it's not gonna work. So I had to make sure that it's locked. And so again, we're gonna keep on going. So this is what the Ninja does. Stop it, and now I'm going to use it to smooth. I'm gonna smooth it out. And so, okay, so I smoothed it out for 20 seconds. And now, as you can see, it looks a little pinkish, but that's okay. We got the whole concept. Okay, so we have the lid off. We're gonna unlock it. Okay, and so now we have our glass, and being that we don't have any alcohol, we're gonna use ginger ale for my husband. He loves ginger ale, and it'll give him a little spark. Okay, and so now, look at that, guys. That's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so that's our first drink. And what else do we need now with this drink? Okay, our Bicentennial drink. I'll be right back. Don't ever forget your garnish. So the garnish are nice and frozen. Look at that. Okay, and so we measured the stick earlier today, and we're gonna put it here so that it sits directly, on top of your drink, okay? You see how I did that? I have this end sitting across from the drink, and then I dipped the drink, and so it can be nice and wet, so it looks good, but it's frozen, okay? Okay, and so last but least, we're going to give it the signature touch with no other than our umbrella. So we got our umbrella. I used to love doing this, like pushing the umbrella up, that little piece. Okay, so that little piece, just like that pushes the umbrella up. Okay, so looks pretty good. And we're gonna put that like this behind. Okay, so let's where we're gonna put this? Let's do it like this. Let's stick it in between, just like that. And so that is our Bicentennial drink. That is the first one. Okay, now it's time for the alcohol. Okay, so it's going to be the same concept, but the difference is this is our red drink. Now we're going to make a blue drink, and it is still a Bicentennial alcohol drink. Okay, not alcohol drink, I'm saying Bicentennial drink. Okay, for the 4th of July. So first and foremost, I have the pina colada mix, and it's just mixed. It does not have any alcohol in it at all. Okay, so I'm going to measure that by just looking at it. Okay, a little bit of pina colada mix. Okay, I don't want all like that coconut taste, so I'm going to use pineapple, Parrot Bay pineapple. Now this is rum, and the rum is 21% rum. Okay, so that's that Parrot Bay. Okay, so I'm gonna, you know what, let me show you how it looks in the shot glass. Hold on, let me get a shot glass. Okay, so majority of the time when you go to a bar, they usually measure every drink in a shot glass. So this is my shot glass. I never use this shot glass at all. I think I got it when I was on a cruise or something like that, or some type of event. But yeah, so when it comes down to alcohol, you want to always measure that. So this is a shot glass of the Parrot Bay. Okay, we're gonna pour that in there. That's all I need. So this is lemonade. Now this is the blue lemonade, and it is the raspberry. It's raspberry, and even though it's blue, it's still lemonade. So we're going to utilize this drink, and again, you can get it from Sam's. So I'm going to pour at least that much in there. Some more lemonade because we got alcohol in here. Okay. Anytime you use alcohol, you probably want to get some ice. Okay, so we got our shaved ice in there. Okay, it'll be nice and cool and cold and all that other great stuff. Okay, so we have our drink. And again, for one, I tell you these things, and it locks. And the lid gotta be down for you to release. It's like a whole system here. So now, let's see if it'll work now. It just won't let you do anything unless everything is in place. And that's good. So let me. Okay, so now we're going to chop up that ice. Chop. Hear that ice? So now I'm gonna stop it. And now I need to smooth it. So I'm gonna hit smooth. Alright, that's it. 20 seconds. That's all you need. 20 seconds. Okay, so this one is not as foamy as the other one, but that's okay. Okay, but we know it's nice and cold. We know it's nice and cold. So I have to hit the release button to bring up the handle to take off the top. Okay, so here's my blue. All right, that looks good. Okay, and then we have our frozen garnish that we're gonna put across. Now this should fit right on the edge. Okay, so let's push these two together. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's put this around. We forgot to dip the garnish, dip it, and then put it up. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. All right, and don't forget your umbrella. Okay. So you know how this works. Take your umbrella and okay. And you push it up. Push that little thing up just like that. See it? And we're gonna stick this in right in that piece of pineapple. I mean, not pineapple, it was a grape. And we're gonna bring up. There you go. Okay, guys, that looks great. All right, so that is our signature Bicentennial drinks, okay? This one has the alcohol and this one has no alcohol, non-alcoholic, okay? So guys, I hope you enjoyed my little drink tutorial. So let's move on to my charcuterie board. Okay guys, welcome. Okay, so this is your girl Zanovia again, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to focus on 4th of July. And as you can see guys, we are ready for the 4th of July, and I have some things that we're going to put together, like a charcuterie board. I think I got it right. Okay guys, so let me show you the board first. We actually went to IKEA in Tampa, Florida. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area and you know where IKEA is at, then they have plenty of charcuterie boards so that you can make your charcuterie, I'm gonna say display. Yes, display of food. Okay, me personally, I think it's just appetizers that you put together on a board. I think that's exactly what it is. But as you can see, I have a lot of things here that we're going to put on this. My husband will be helping me today, and we're going to put it together. But first and foremost, before we get started, I want to show you this board that I got from IKEA. Okay, guys, so this is, let's see what size it is. 45 by, 17 3/4 inches by 14 4/11 inches. Okay, so as you can see, this board is very thick. You see how thick it is on the side? And it's beautiful. I love the carving of it because it's not like a square board. It has an incline right here. As you can see, I'm going to show you from this side, if you can see it. Okay, the board is called, because you know that IKEA has their own names for their items, okay? So this board is called Bicentennial. I think that's right. Okay, so you can see it. Let me show it to you up close. Oh, like that. I think the ring light got it. So let's look at it from this. And I'll put the name up here, up at the top, so you know what you're looking for when you go to IKEA, because you don't want to miss it. And it is in the accessory area, so that you can walk through the whole building and you will miss it. But please, please, please go to IKEA and purchase this. Now, another thing that IKEA has that I tend to get a lot of things from IKEA, and I don't really display it. But if you've been to IKEA, these little they're like a little cork board pans and anything. Like, say like if you have a hot pan that's on the stove and you want to sit it down, maybe you don't have granite, maybe you don't have corian, maybe you don't have that type of foundation on your countertops. Well, these are perfect for you, okay? So pick these up at IKEA, okay? Because they'll work for you when you have hot things that you need to sit on the countertop, okay? So, with further ado, guys, I'm going to call my husband into the kitchen, and he's going to help me with the charcuterie board. Okay, guys. Hey, guys. We are back. Okay, so my husband is right now, he's opening the, so we have several things here that we're going to put on this board here. We got this, okay, so if you don't know, the best place, I feel is the best place to go and get everything you need for charcuterie board is Aldi. I hope I'm saying it right. Okay, so we got so many things here from Aldi, and I'm showing it now as we go around, and you can see around the table, we have selected a lot of things to go on this board. Now, we decided we didn't want to cook a meal today, so we're going to actually relax tonight, watch a movie, and we're going to create this wonderful, wonderful masterpiece, okay? So my husband is going to help me. He was opening things, and so he opened up this variety pack of meats. And I want to show you what that is, and it's a deli selection, gourmet deli selection. It is by Appleton Farms. Okay, I wanted to show you that. And then we have another selection of meat. We have pastrami, smoked provolone. Okay, that's in a little pack like this. Then we have like a bag of salami. We have a lot of things going on here, okay, guys? So as you know, I went around the table to show you everything that we're gonna use for this charcuterie board, okay? And so we have our selections of cheeses here. Let me just get, I know I showed it to you, but let me show it to you up close. Happy Farms cheese party tray. We have our pepper jack, we have our Colby jack, we have our Swiss, and our cheddar. Isn't that wonderful, guys? So yes, we're going to put together, and then we have a selection of other things that we're going to put on the board as well. So come on, husband. Come on, husband. Yay! Husband is here to help. Okay, and he's going to start, you know, getting everything together while I locate my gloves, okay? Okay, so I think the first thing we should do is get our fruit and I'm not gonna say vegetables, but we have like olives, and then we have what is that? Pickles.
Blue cheese, olives also that's stuffed.
Okay, he got stuffed blue cheese, olives. You can show it to him, baby.
Yeah, this is the specialty right here at the store, like gourmet olives. Then you have the regular olives with pimento. We have some pineapples that we're going to use, along with some grapes, which is the white and the red grapes that we've washed and ready to go. We have cream-filled wafer rolls with the chocolate fudge in between. We also have the assortment of crackers that we're going to use for the board.
Okay guys, so I went and got like a champagne glass. This is kind of like a small champagne glass, and what we're going to do is use the top of this. Okay, I think a lot of people already know how to make the flowers, but I'm going to show you how to make the flowers again, just so that you know how to do it. Okay, so with the salami, I want to incorporate both different types of salamis together. Okay, so the first thing that you do is you put a piece of salami on the edge of the glass and you bend it down just like this. You see how I'm doing this? You take another piece of salami, you fold it in half, and you go halfway and you bend it down just like this on the top of the glass. You see how I'm doing it? So now we're going to keep on using two different kinds of salami. You're going to go halfway. You're going to do and push it down here just like that. I feel like I'm going a little fast, but if I'm going a little fast, help me. So you want to make sure that your salami is thin, because we have salami here and it's kind of thick. You want to make sure that when you choose your salami, you want to make sure that it's not thick. It needs to be like a thin salami. You can see that I'm using two different types. Okay. And we're just going around the glass. Now you can do it one time, or you can just do it how many times you want to do it. I suggest that you do it maybe one time. Okay. Okay, so the only thing you need to do is take the glass just like this, turn it upside down, pull the glass up, and there you have it. You have your flower. So hopefully you can see the first insert. So we're going to put this like over to the side. So we have our first flower. Okay, so we're going to continue to do this while my husband, he's going to show you what he's doing over here.
Husband is making a mess. I'm actually taking the olives out and putting them inside of an actual, we'll get a small little cup here. That way you can get those as you're eating and mix and match your little sandwiches here that we're going to be doing. In the meantime, I'll be slicing up the pineapples with you.
Okay, so he's going to do the pineapples, which is the fruit. Then we have grapes. We're going to put them all together. We're trying to make sure that one side, and that's another thing, you want to make sure that the one side that you're actually doing the meat on, you want to have the crackers and everything on that side. So you want to have your meat and cheese on one side. And then if you have like any sweet items, you want to put the sweet items in another area. So that's what you want to do as far as any type of organization on your board. So I'm going to continue to do this. My husband has already put in the olives in these little bowls. And let me show you these little bowls here. Okay, so we got these little bowls, and you can get these at the home store. Okay, the home store. The home store has things like this. Like you can't find this in Walmart. You can't find this at Marshall's or Ross. So you probably want to go to the home store. They have a lot of things for the kitchen. And if you're a cook, they have a lot of things for like trays and knives. Like my husband's doing knives and things, like he's cutting, you know, the pineapples, and he's cutting the fruit up, and he has a very sharp knife. Well, they have knives and stuff like that at the home store. So you probably want to visit the home store if in fact that you are lacking some things that you want to add to your charcuterie board. Okay, and so my husband has these little things that he has the olives in. So we're going to put the olives like in the area where we have the, I don't know, babe, where? We could put the olives near the cheese and the
fruit.
And the fruit, and no, the cheese and the meat. Okay, the cheese and the meat. We could put the olives in that area. Now, usually people get black olives, but my husband got these olives that have like the cheese in the inside, and I just wanted the plain olives, just plain olives. I'm good with that. And so we have that, and the whole idea of creating your board is to basically make it look like it's full of a lot of things that you can choose from, and that's what we're doing now. So I'm going to continue to do my salami on the glass. This is the, okay, so let me just say this. Don't use a wide glass. You want to use something small like a champagne glass. Wine glasses are too big, but hey, I've seen people do the rolls on a large glass, like a wine glass. I saw that. I mean, I was like taken back, but it worked for them. So hey, whatever you want, you will just have a bigger type of rolls. It just will look a lot larger than what you really want. You want to keep it so that if in fact someone wants to take something off the board, like just an item off the board, you want it to look like, they can take that one piece and they won't be back for a while. So that's the whole concept. Okay, so I'm just making sure that we have at least two, because it's just me and my husband, but I would suggest that you make a few if you have a larger party. Now, I've seen charcuterie boards or just plain boards as long as this counter. That's for those who have a large party. But for us, it's just us. So we're just gonna have this. And so again, I'm gonna turn this over. My husband is intrigued on how well it came out. Okay, guys. I'm intrigued because, it's beautiful. So I'm gonna finish. We're gonna add some more different things. So I'm gonna put this one away, and we're gonna try the one with the cheese here, this one right here. And it still have salami. We're just gonna mix it with a different type of cheese, like a smoked provolone cheese. So I'm gonna use that. Can I use your knife? No, I don't need it. It just peels. Oh, and this is wonderful. When you buy this stuff, like you buy the meat and the cheese from Aldi, they have it so that you can just peel it back. See, just peel it back, and your cheese and your your meat is like right there. So I just peeled this back, and that's exactly what I'm gonna use at this time. Okay, so we're gonna do, and see how thin this is? It's very thin. So we're gonna use this. We're gonna make a different type of flour. Pastrami is very thin. Okay, so what you doing over there, Freddie? You want to explain to everybody what you're doing?
Right now I'm taking the grapes off the stalk a little bit, splitting the stalks up so it makes it, when you get ready to decorate the board, you can kind of make it look a little pretty. So the grapes are going to give it a little bit of flavor. Then you have your red and your white grape, and we just want to try to give it a little color. Pineapples are here, feel ready. So we want to try to cut up a few more of those and get that ready and go on the board. So it's no real trick to it. It's just that your imagination, let it run wild with you.
Okay, so he have the olives and everything like that, and so we're going to continue to make a flour. I'm going to make one of these. Let's see here. It looks pretty good so far, guys. I mean, like, as far as the cheeses. Now, we do have another set of cheese, okay? We have the party cheese that I just showed you. And so we're not going to do anything to that, but just take it out the pack and just set it up on the board so it can look nice. I mean, we don't have any guests here, but, you know, it's just us. Like I said, it's just us. And so that's okay. This is a lot for couples. It don't have to be for a couple. It could be for girls' night out, and they're coming to your house, and you want to do something nice for them. I've seen a lot of people online doing this board, and they are very successful doing it. Okay. Okay. So now we have a tray here, okay? These are one of the trays that we got from the home store. And so they have a lot of these small little trays here. They're ceramic, and this is a great tray to put on your charcuterie board so you can separate things that drip, like fruit and things like that, because you don't want it all together. So it'll look nice. And so we're going to actually put all the fruit here, and then we got our, like I said, we have our cheeses, and then we're going to put our crackers next to our cheeses. We're going to put our crackers in between everything, and then like something like the olives, the pickles, things like that, and then we have our sweet. So we're going to put our sweet on one side with our like pretzels and our chocolates and everything like that. We're going to put those together too. Okay, so this is going to be on the edge of the board. So we're going to put the grapes in, let's see here, grapes. I don't know how you have it set up here, so you go ahead and do it.
Go ahead. You just want to color it. You want to do it so that way it's different color.
Okay.
You know, you want to try to give it some color. Let's. Pineapples here, split it in there. Pineapples. And then you can, people like pineapples. Then you can come back with your grapes again. Try to fill it in, make it look nice. Give it some color, give it a little pop. My wife now, she's a perfectionist, so she'll come back behind me.
Okay, guys. So these are thin pretzels. What I love, they are thin pretzels. They are going on the board, and I'm gonna put those like right here in this area here between the olives and the meat. Okay, because it's sweet, salt, and sweet. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, it looks great. Okay. And they call them Presso Slims, okay? And they're gonna look nice right here in this corner, okay? They're gonna be on the other side of the crackers, okay? So now we have here is our chocolate, and it's the dark chocolate blueberry ackee. This corner, you know, okay. So we have more pineapples. We could just put the pineapples here on top of each other. Make them look nice. Okay. So now we have the wafers. So now we got our sweet. Okay. So now we have our sweet, and it looks like here that let's go ahead and put our cheeses out. Okay, and you saw what I just did? I just peeled it back. That's all you have to do. So like I said, we have our cheeses, and these cheeses are kind of long, so we're gonna cut them up. Okay, we're gonna cut them up so that they don't have to be that long to sit on the board, so they can fit nicely on the crackers. All right, clean the board. Okay, we have to clean the knife. And so I have the cheeses, they're already lined up, but I want them to be able to fit onto the crackers. So I'm going to cut them up. Now I don't know if you like it, but I don't like little squares. I mean, it looks nice, but let's do something different. Let's cut them in little wedges. Now I am cutting cheddar, cheeses, okay. Now this works excellent when you have a large party. Love them. Okay. So pickles have a little juice to them as well. So you always want to put, when you do your board, when you put your board together, you always want to make sure that you have something in, like things that drip, things that have a juice to it. You want to put them in a small little bowl, and I'm going to bring that bowl up close so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Alrighty. So I hope can the salami make it to the board?
We can try.
We can try. Well, let's say we can try. I think we could put the salami on the side by the cheese. And I'm going to show you this little bowl close up. Okay, so the bowl is kind of flat, you see it? And it's this round. So I'm thinking, it looks like it's about maybe 2 inches, about 2 inches, 2 inches in round, and they round, but they also have square ones too. We're almost finished. Oh, we have to get our sweet. We got some more sweet here. So we're gonna open this up. I'm gonna give it to my husband because I'm having a hard time opening it. Okay, so we have these tongues, and these tongues, you can pick these up at the dollar store. So they're about $1.25, no problem. Okay. My gloves. My husband always got gloves. Gloves is the most important thing right now, okay? So we have salami, the little salami, and we're gonna put the salami, I don't know, we can move this one over and put a little bit of salami here. Just a little bit. It's for extra meat. And you can just, my husband's telling me put salami everywhere. So next to the crackers, we have salami. I think that's enough for salami. Because I want to get these little things in here. Alright, so let me wipe my hands because I was touching that meat. Okay, so we have these little sticks, these, what are these, babe? Okay, these little wafer rolls. You definitely can get them from anywhere. I've seen some of these at the dollar store, but we definitely got them from Aldi. And so you want to get the full, well, these things be breaking up, so you want to make sure you have full. Move that over. Okay. I think we did good. What you think?
Yep.
I think we did. So, you only need like a few. So we're gonna get our lemonade. we're gonna get our lemonade. In fact, I really don't drink at all. Okay, guys. So this is the end of this video, and I like to say thank you for coming to our kitchen again. And so let me just show you the final results. All right.